This will be accomplished through good leadership, integrity, and respect. By showing commitment, desire to motivate, passion for the game, and fair play, we will strive to be role models in our school and communities. Home or away, win or lose, play hard, play fair, have fun, but remember that it is a game. Go Wolves!
And now, the starting lineups. First for the visitors from Silverdale, the Central Kitsap Lady Cougars. At forward, sophomore number 3, Katie Thorson. At guard, junior number 10, Maddie White. At guard, senior number 15, Carly Bergsman. At forward, junior number 21, Katie Carjewell. At guard, junior number 22, Taylor Krause. The Lady Cougars are coached by 20th year head coach Denise Baxter, assisted by Murray Webb, Reagan Whitford, and Teresa Gall. And now, the starting lineup for your South Kitsap Lady Wolves. At guard, 5'5" junior number 2, Haley Romo. At guard, 5'7" junior number 4, Mary Beth Bray. At forward, 6' junior number 21, Brianna Schaefer. At guard, 5'8" senior number 22, Gabrielle Stewart. At post, 6' junior number 23, Kaylee Yergo. Lady Wolves are coached by third-year head coach Mike Gillette, assisted by Tammy Lester Dane, Tammy Hellwig, Chris Olson, and Jeff Briley.
Welcome to West Sun TV presents high school basketball, and it's the new year 2014 as we travel down to Port Orchard in a Narrows League 4A matchup as the South Kitsap Lady Wolves host the Central Kitsap Lady Cougars. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr. Spencer Anderson's on the camera and streaming it live on the KitsapSun.com, and on the other microphone, Kitty Campagna, and 2 of the top 4 teams in the Narrows League this year so far, Kitty.
Exactly, Doc. This CK team is 3-0 in league. The Gig Harbor group, or not the Gig Harbor, South Kitsap group is 1-1. They had a really tough preseason or non-league season, according to their coach. And I said, and then he said, we're getting into league play. And I said, great, now you can play Bellarmine Prep and Olympia. And, and he knows exactly how hard this Narrows League, which is why he's prepared them with a tougher non-league schedule.
Well, and Mike Hewitt, the head coach for South Kitsap, been here for 3 years, and Denise Baxter, now she's become one of the deans of coaches in Kitsap
One of the
County.
Denises, right?
At, what is it, 20 years?
Wow.
I know, unbelievable. And even more unbelievable, I remember her first year.
Wow. I didn't think you remembered that far back.
Yeah, the long-term memory's good.
I do know how that goes. But this should be, it's always a good contest. It's a good rivalry. It doesn't matter what their records are. These girls have played against each other a lot in the Pee-wee ranks, and so they already know, or once they get past Pee-wees, some of those elite different groups, they are playing against people in the county all the time.
Well, South Kitsap, of course, in the home white, and starting for SK, Haley Romo, number 2, number 4, Mary Beth Bray, 21, Brianna Schaefer, senior captain Gabrielle Stewart at 22, and 23, Kaylee Yergo.
And that whistle was because the shot clock did not begin when the ball was touched, and so they were making that correction. It was Rich Uri talking to him over there, making sure that happened.
And starting out for the Lady Cougars, of course, in the visiting black and orange, number 3, Katie Thorson, number 10, Maddie White, senior Carly Bergsma at 15, 21, Katie Garjewell, and 22, Taylor Krause. And the first shot is up, and a nice rebound by South Kitsap. Good offensive board, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to CK.
That was number 22, Gabrielle Stewart and Katie Thorson down there on the ground for Central Kitsap. CK missing a couple of their starters tonight. Samantha Williams and Tiffany Farrell unable to play.
So a couple of the JV get up on the
They do. It's
playing
always,
squad.
it's fun in a way because they know they aren't going to get that many minutes usually, and so they'd almost prefer to be in JV so they can get a little bit more playing time.
Now CK, up until yesterday, was undefeated
They
this
were.
season.
They lost to Lincoln yesterday, and that was missing 3 of their top girls. Maddie White wasn't there for that one as well.
And of course Lincoln, another one of those 4A Narrows League teams. The home of Judd Kidna.
There you are. The backup quarterback for the Cowboys. Didn't quite make it to the playoffs, though.
Yeah, which is too bad because he was going to donate his entire salary to Lincoln High School, which was a wonderful thing for him to do.
It was very cool, actually. A very neat story. Maddie White with the shot, and the foul goes to number 23, Kaylee Yurgo, the junior center, 6 foot.
Well, Maddie White, definitely one of the big cogs here, and certainly going to miss Samantha.
Yes, she's has a great outside shot. Maddie just not on her game yet.
Couple of the JV coming up, Sydney Brandeis
Brandy's.
and Elena Stamera.
Exactly.
And again, this game is played January 3, so the students are still on vacation here in Kitsap County.
As are really everybody in the building, but they're here anyway. That shot's from number 2. It's going to go down for 3.
And Haley Romo, the junior, puts the first points, the first points for South Kitsap on the board.
That all came after what Coach Baxter was pretty convinced was a travel on this side, but can't do a woulda, coulda, shoulda. Nice pass underneath. Taylor Kraus for 2.
Now, I did check, and it is 4 teams this season out of the Narrows League to go to postseason. Currently, CK is 1 and SK is 4.
There you are. You got an undefeated Bellarmine Prep up there as well. And that's going to go off of a South Kitsap player to CK.
And both these teams made it into postseason last year.
Now, if I just heard them correctly, he said that was the 3rd foul on number 2, Haley Romo.
There's 3 up on the board on 2. I can't believe that.
That all 3 team fouls are on her?
Yeah.
And I don't believe that is correct.
I
Because
don't
know
even
the
remember
one
3 being called.
the one went on Kaylee Yurgo, so they really need to check up on that.
And the first whistle was a clock issue.
True. But I'm guessing there was one more foul we might have missed.
Well, South Kitsap will work it around. Mary Beth Bray drives the paint, shot is off, tries for her rebound, and goes off her out of bounds. So Carly Bergsmo will bring it in for the Cougars, and Coach Hewlett's taking Haley out.
Yeah, it's at least 2. I don't think it is 3 on her, but he's going to have to replace her with Alyssa Melendez, number 3. Or what, it was number 12, Alana Lund.
CK works around outside that 3-point arc, go down low, and that one's going to go out of bounds off the Cougars.
Cross was going to need her Inspector Gadget arm to catch that particular one. She's got some strong hands and catches a lot of nice passes, but that one's just not going to happen.
Gabrielle Stewart bringing it across the line for the Wolves.
Oh, Kraus picks it up after.
Oh, nice hustle.
Uh-oh, one of the referees down. Ritter, we'll see if he's getting back up.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one looked like it may have hurt. He says he's okay.
Okay. And he's one of the deans of refs in Kitsap County. We've seen him a lot this season.
Well, Scott Evans caught that just about the same time I did, so good for him to stop play.
3-3 tied up here at the first part of period number 1.
Nice, tough defense by the Wolves right now.
Good drive. Shot his way off, though, and a rebound pulled down by Stewart.
Gabrielle Sedens it ahead.
Yeah, and that's going to go off Alana Lund.
The officials for today, we have Scott Evans, Rich Uri, and Dale Ritter. We're going to get a foul there on number 23, I believe. Oh, 2-2.
On the Wolves, number 22, Gabrielle Stewart, her first, and the team's fourth.
Well, you know, they've got 4 team fouls. 1 on Stewart.
Yeah, I'm still sure one of those went on 20. Well, I could be wrong about it going on 23 that time. They're going to call a travel on Garjoul. You love that move otherwise, though. The fake is a great thing. The head fake doesn't happen anymore. I remember Amy Speaker was the absolute master or mistress of the head fake when she was at Central Kitsap.
Stewart with it. Out to the free throw line to Lund.
Nice movement by the Wolves. Stewart not afraid to take it down the middle.
Shots up, gets her own rebound, but off her foot out of bounds. It's still 3-3.
With 3:27 left here in the first quarter.
Taylor Krause bringing it across the mid-court line for the Cougars. Kicks it back out. Good ball movement by CK, but the shot off the glass, 1 and out, and a rebound pulled down by Brianna Schaefer. Oh, nice turnaround move on the inside. Shot a little hard, though, for Yurgo.
White with the rebound.
Down to Garjoul.
Oh, beautiful pass.
Yeah. And she showed the shot. Made the pass. Very nice job by
Garjoul with the
Kaylee.
pass. Yep. And then Thorson with the basket. Off the foot. Garjoul looking for a guard. Finds White.
And Maddie White will get a trip to the free throw line. 2:27 left to go here at number 1. And CK up by 2 at the moment, but Maddie can add to that.
I think that's what you call forcing the issue nicely, knowing that there's a much taller person out there.
So we've got a timeout, and it's called by Coach Mike Hewlett for South Kitsap. 2:27 left to go in the first period. CK up 5-3 over the South Kitsap Wolves.
Well, kind of a slow start here so far, Doc, but I would call it good defense. If you watched the Gonzaga game last night, against St. Mary's, that's the best defense I've seen in a long time. The big guy showed up, and we're seeing that happen here. These guys are playing extremely tight. No one's getting an easy shot at all.
You mean Karnowski?
Karnowski, that's the guy. Shemek.
Shemek. Yes, indeed. One of our favorite college teams, the Bulldogs from Gonzaga.
But these girls playing on a night where there are 2 college football bowl games. You know, they have this much time, and why they had to stick 2 on the same night, I'm not sure of, but...
Yeah, can't run them on the weekend. That's
That's true.
Pro playoffs.
But a really nice crowd, actually. I'm pretty impressed.
And first one goes down for Maddie.
Second, nice rotation on that.
Is good for a 7-3 lead for the Cougars, and they're going to put on some full court pressure. We saw that a lot in that first game we did with them.
Yeah, that's the beauty of making your free throws. You can set up your pressure.
Oh, man. And going up to the free throw line will be Kaylee Yurgo.
Give her huge credit. She was in a crowd, not afraid to take it to the basket.
Kaylee listed at 6 foot out there. CK does not have the biggest team around.
They have a little bit of height, but it's a thin height is what I call it. And unfortunately, they did lose Kelsey Scott, their tallest, at 6'1", to an ACL injury the night that the last game we did with them.
All
Maddie
right,
White.
CK bringing it down. Taylor Kraus. Shot will go down, and the rebound pulled down by Stewart for the Wolves. 2 minutes left to go in number 1.
You know, I don't know if you get to call the things that are happening out of bounds, but number 4 had Kraus pinned against that pad afterwards. It was a good move. It really was.
Not a whole lot of room on the end lines here.
Stewart for 3.
Yeah, and that'll help the Wolf Cause. Now down by 1, 7-6 lead for the Cougars. Well, got a whistle out there, and it'll be an inbound.
They're saying Maddie wasn't shooting yet. Bringing it in, Star Rodenhurst, just a sophomore.
They're going to tag that foul to Alana Lund. Now one more foul on for South Kitsap, and that's it. Puts them into the penalty at 1:33 left to go in the first
period. Wow.
And CK sitting there with 1 team foul. That could prove to be big in a tight game. Taylor Kraus sinks number 1. Ooh, and that's off. Rebound pulled down by Haley Odell in the game for the Wolves. Now this Wolf team has quite a bit of experience. They've got a number of seniors out there.
Well, they were showing a lot of promise towards the end of last year and gave CK a pretty good game here as one of the final games. So,
great three-pointer from Haley Odell.
with 4 seconds left on the shot clock.
And that puts South Kitsap up now 9-8. Taylor Kraus driving that glass, puts it off and in for 2 for the Cougars.
You know, you see the final product, but you had to watch the screens that happened to make that happen.
That's
that was
correct.
Beautiful. Oh, that almost an over and back, but you
Ball
actually
didn't cross.
That is correct. That is correct.
Part of a foot, but there's the outside
Stewart
shot
likes
from
that.
Stewart, but that won't go down, and the rebound corralled by Katie Thorson. Kraus is guarded by Mary Beth Bray out front. Over to guard Jewel.
15 seconds on the shot clock.
30-second shot clock here in the girls' high school game.
Oh, she needs to put that up.
She thought about it. She should have done it the first time. She lost her rhythm.
She
Had
did,
no legs
exactly.
left. So with 3.5 seconds, South Kitsap will bring it in down by 1.
Taylor gets the extra 3.5 second break before the quarter.
Stewart, 1 second. She'll take it at half court off the top of the glass. And at the end of the first period here at South Kitsap, the guests, the Central Kitsap Cougars, lead by 1, 10-9. Well, even though it was a fairly low-scoring first period, Kitty, it was some pretty heated ball out there.
Well, what happened in order for South Kitsap to get 9, they finally had 3 different people who hit threes. And if they heat up from out there, that's going to be some trouble for CK. CK's not hit any threes yet. They've been tough from the free throw line getting there. And as you pointed out, Doc, they're going to get there a lot more with there already being 7 fouls on the Port Orchard team.
Well, we are West Sound TV, working with the Kitsap Sun, streaming it live on the internet at the kitsapsun.com/basketball. I believe is that the correct address?
Gosh, I hope so, Doc. Everything changes all the time. And maybe just one chance to give a shout out to Trent Covert, who I'm sure is in St. George, Utah, watching this live streamed right now, because I know he wouldn't want to miss anything we do. But if he isn't, we just still want to make sure how much we appreciate all the work he's done as our liaison at the Sun. And, you know, he and I have met every IT director in the around the districts, and met a lot of good people, and one of the best I've met was Trent. So.
Yes, indeed. I'll second that one. Really a pleasure to work with Trent. He really spent tons of hours, way beyond his work schedule, I believe.
They aren't finding the real replacement yet. I think it's 3 or 4 people to do his job at the moment, so it's pretty interesting.
So good luck to Trent, and I like St. George, Utah.
I'm hoping he does too. There's that 3-point shot that Stewart likes.
And South Kitsap gets a rebound. Libby Bergonia will bring it out to the front, work it around to Stewart. She thought about it.
That's going to be a foul on Thorson.
And you know, somebody Trent might see in St. George is Rick Walker.
Oh.
Rick won, his team won the senior, or got third, I believe, in the senior division.
Okay, okay.
They
They do have the Masters games there, don't they?
3-on-3
Yeah.
basketball.
Nice rebound by Maddie White, skying on that.
And since we didn't have the alumni game this year, we got to give Rick some kudos.
There you are, because we do a lot during the alumni game. Nice pass by Rodenhurst out to Garjuel, just not able to put that down. Good effort by both teams. I talked to Coach Baxter. She wants her kids to play hard. That is really what she's looking for in absolutely every game. And I asked Coach Hewlett what he liked about this team, and he said, they're just good kids. So, you know, that's kind of fun to hear.
And Garjuel doing a nice job knocking that ball loose for the Cougars.
Bergsma comes up with it right there. Rodenhurst, she gets called for that first step on that quite often, and I'm not sure it's actually a travel. So now a chance for the freshman, Mackenzie Page, coming in. I've watched her in some JV working a little bit at varsity as well, and she's one of those hustle kids. 6 foot you can't teach, and hustle, I don't think you can really teach hustle either.
A freshman.
Yeah. Now back in junior high, I do not know for sure which teams the South Kitsap girls come from, but they look awfully familiar. I went to a CK Marcus Whitman, I think, game that went into overtime, and this was CK Junior High. It was very, very interesting.
There's your over and back.
Actually, that one wasn't,
Well,
but
that's what
they
called.
Because she was fully into the court when she touched that on that side. But the tough part is they just needed to pass that into the girl behind. There was nothing wrong with that.
Speaking of junior high, we had a wonderful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner before the game by a 7th grader.
She held her own, let me tell you, total a cappella.
It was great.
It was. Not a lot of movement, 9 seconds on that shot clock.
And out of bounds off CK, so South Kitsap will bring it down. They're only down by 1, 10-9, 6 minutes, 16 seconds left to go in this first half.
This CK team looking a little bit like they played a game last night.
Yeah, I was going to say, they definitely look a little slower than we saw them against Bainbridge.
Right. They're all in such good shape. You know they're going to pull it out, but sometimes you just show some tiredness in your legs.
Borgonia to Bray. Bray will take the jumper and count it for 2. And the Wolves back up by 1, 11-10.
Taylor Krause. Bray's been guarding her pretty tough out top.
Nice dish off. And shot won't go down for Maddie White. And Stewart pushing it the other direction. And she's going to be the recipient of 2.
she knew she had a little bit more muscle on her opponent and just took it to the basket. Rodenhurst does a nice job of making sure she doesn't make it, but that's her second foul.
Number one's down for co-captain Gabrielle Stewart. Second one's good. And we've got a timeout. Central Kitsap, 5 minutes, 26 seconds left to go in this first half. And it's the biggest lead of the night for the Wolves.
Must have been the 30-second timeout. Pretty quick over there.
And CK will bring it in. Garjul will send it into Kraus. Kraus doing the point guard duties for Central Kitsap. That's Rodenhurst. Oh, Taylor will just take it to the paint. Jump shots off, and the rebound pulled down by the Wolves. That was Brianna Schaefer. Listed at 6 foot, pulling that down for SK.
And quickly got it to her guard as well. Always nice to see.
Oh, that time CK did a good job of getting over there on the D.
Nice rebound by Rodenhurst. She had 10 rebounds last night. Just got mauled on that particular play.
Man, she did a good job of dribbling it across the half-court line, and CK will go up to that free throw line. This time it's 1 and 1, unless it was on the shot.
It
Let's
should have
see.
been a shot.
Okay,
I'm pretty
it'll
sure
be
of that.
2 then.
Yeah. Maddie's 3 of 4 from the line with her whole complement of 3 points from that line.
First one off the front. CK in the bonus. And only 14 fouls about halfway through the second period. Can it? 1 out of 2 for Maddie White.
Brings them within 2 now.
And Yurgo back in for South. There's that full court pressure.
Oh, that had to hurt.
And it almost paid off for CK. South will maintain the possession. And now CK will back up to the midcourt, except for Taylor.
Well, and it was Libby Borgonia who took the
Hit.
bulk of Taylor Kraus on top of her, but it,
Bergonia at 5'2".
yeah. Nothing illegal or nasty about it. It one of those things that happen.
Stewart down into the corner. Oh, nice move. Excellent move that time by Yurgo. South Kitsap maintains the possession, and this time it'll go back to CK. That was a good move. She got Garjul up in the air, went the baseline.
It was a great move. And I think Kraus has answered the time she got plastered against the wall on a play down there that time. So, you know, it all seems to even out, I think.
Yes, it does.
But they are playing hard. Anyone who says basketball is not a contact sport has not actually played the game, I'm sure.
No, this is a league game.
Yeah,
This one
this
counts,
counts.
even though it's over the Christmas, New Year's vacation. No, winter vacation.
They actually call it, I think, Christmas on this one.
I think some of them do. Ball's loose, and Taylor Kraus gets it out of there for the Cougars.
And she is surrounded by Stewart and Bray, but fights her way out.
Over to White. White's shot is off, and a good board by Schaefer. Borgonia will drive. Oh, she wanted to send it over to the wide open Stewart, but a nice job on defense. And South Kitsap may have something to say about who that went off of.
Well,
I thought it was knocked out by CK.
I don't think it was touched.
Okay.
Oh, and they'd say it was.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I didn't think it was touched at all. I thought she just lost control because Kraus came in there.
She was doing the pass over it. I think Taylor knocked it out.
Okay.
Marybeth Bray will bring it in. 3:34 left to go here in the first half. Wolves up by 2, 13-11. Stewart, and they're going to call Maddie White on that one.
And I'm actually thinking it's whoever was in front of her. It was on
you
Star
were
Road and her.
correct.
Boy, there is not a shot that Stewart doesn't like taking, I'll tell you that.
Man, Star has 3 fouls, so she's going to head over to the bench. Katie Thorson back in the game for the Cougars. And that one goes down for Stewart.
Stewart 3 of 4 from the line, keeping these guys ahead by exactly those 3 points, 14-11.
Thorson with it. Out to guard Jewel. Oh, takeaway. Good D that time. Nice effort by Mary Beth Bray going to the glass, and she'll get a trip to the free throw line.
Garjoul did make sure she didn't score, we'll tell you that one.
Yeah, that's what you tell them.
It is. If you're going to foul them, make sure they don't score, and that's only her first foul and only the team's 6th.
They still got 1 to go before they're in the penalty. And we've got a timeout, 3 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in the first half. The Wolves with a 3-point lead over the Cougars, 14-11. Now, we haven't had a chance to see, I know Bellarmine, as you said, was undefeated, and I can't remember who the third team in the Narrows League is. Let's see here in the standings. It would be Olympia Bears.
Yeah, they're all just deadly. It doesn't matter. We know Bellarmine has at least 2 that are about 6'2", 6'3", and not just tall. Very, very capable.
Yeah, for the last few years, Bellarmine has been the big bad teams in football and basketball.
And volleyball.
Oh,
yeah.
In the Narrows League. Now, the South Kitsap boys beat Bellarmine, didn't they?
They did, and they're actually, I was disappointed that I wasn't seeing some of the boys' teams, but I remembered that I saw that they're in a tournament in Idaho, so I'll forgive them. Because I thought, what an opportunity finally for the guys to come to the girls' game or the girls to go to their game when they aren't playing at the same time at the opposite school.
Well, it was great fun last year to, once they got to postseason, to follow, and one of the teams we followed was South Kitsap. And Coach Callahan did a very good job with a good team, and I think they're going to be in the postseason once again.
Well, you got Bakalarski and Riley Callahan. That's going to go off of a Cougar and go the Wolves' way.
You know, it seems like a lot of the teams these days, it seems like a few years ago it was all the bigs. Adam Morrison, you know, those kind of bigs, 6'8", 6'6" guys. But it seems like the last 2 or 3 years they've gone back to that. I don't know if it's just genetics, but gone back to the
if it's
smaller
they're just not
players.
growing them as tall right now,
Right.
huh? Okay.
I don't know, but the smaller players, and of course they've been doing a great job in the team game and the speed game.
That time Maddie White
Maddie
is
White.
in rhythm.
Central Kitsap within 1, 14-13. Now, of course, in the NBA, it's a big forward.
They are very popular, aren't
who's
they?
Big and fast and can shoot the 3.
Stewart throws it to off of Kraus, so that's going to stay with the Wolves.
And, of course, some of the big guys like Shaquille will say, once you get to the playoffs, the big man in the center. Borgonia with it.
I don't think they've... Stewart knows there's not many on the shot clock. Smart move. Find Kraus for the throw out.
Oh, good pass inside. Central Kitsap, though. Oh, it's not a jump ball. It's a takeaway. Yurgo. Shot off the wing there is off by Schaefer, and CK will bring it up. Now a little full court pressure D on the Cougars. They get across half court down to Taylor Kraus.
White's going to shoot that. Kraus with the rebound. Tries the up and around. Oh, some nice strength by Yurgo there.
She's had some good rebounding effort tonight.
Gray
Oh,
getting blocked by Kraus.
goes right back to Stewart, though. The South Kitsap maintains the possession, and there's 12 seconds on the shot clock, 1 minute left on the game clock. South Kitsap will bring it in, up by 1, 14-13.
One of the thoughts of throwing in Haley Odell, she's got a really nice three-point shot. See if they can pull that out.
And that is Odell. Here goes, board is off. She gets her own rebound. She gets fouled by Garjul and will go to the free throw line.
She may have been fouled by everybody standing next to her on that. Boy, the strength of these South Kitsap girls. They've really done a nice job on the boards.
They are playing some power ball out
They
there,
are.
that's for sure.
Yeah, and they're actually going to give that foul to Maddie White, I guess, from behind.
Looked like it was Garjul, but Maddie White will get it. And that is the 7th team foul now on the Cougars. So both teams in the bonus. But there's only 53 seconds left to go in the half.
Well, look what South Kitsap's done. They've only had one foul this quarter, so there's a change in their what they've been doing. Don't know what's being yelled over there, but I think we're missing out on something good, Doc, with our headphones on. So.
Yeah, and that one goes down for Yurgo. Kraus with it. Bray's been doing a pretty good job staying on her on the defense.
See, what they're missing now is where Garjul is, would have been Williams.
Yeah,
and Williams could have
Samantha.
taken that three-point shot, or Tiffany Farrell with she's just got a lot of strength on getting rebounds and being where the pass is.
And both of them seniors, so they've got a lot of experience too.
Krause's shot is off.
Oh.
Stewart with the rebound.
Big rebound by Stewart. 28 seconds left to go in the first half. About a 4, maybe a 3-second, 2-second differential. Oh, count it for Gabriel Stewart.
Gabrielle with 3 on that one.
A 5-point lead for South Kitsap. 18-13, 13 seconds left to go in the half.
Obviously, CK going for the last shot. Might as well head towards it now.
Oh, knocked loose. South Kitsap, 1 second. And they won't get it off, but with a big rush in the second quarter, the South Kitsap Wolves take the lead over the Cougars 18-13.
Well, Doc, the things that they did, they stopped fouling. They got to the free throw line themselves more in that particular one and just played that much harder. The difference I see is in the strength in the hands and getting the ball and making good passes as well.
And again, it probably is something to note that this Central Kitsap team, besides missing a couple of their seniors, played a hard game last night.
Correct. So, all that adds together.
All right, well, we're West Sound TV. Happy to have you with us on BKAT in replay and live on the kitsapsun.com/basketball. Spencer Anderson's doing the camera and the streaming for you. I'm the doctor. Kitty Campagna is on that other microphone, and as we go to halftime, it's a 5-point lead, 18-13 for the South Kitsap Wolves over the Central Kitsap Cougars.
For the Lady Cougs, with 6 points, Maddie White. With 5 points, Taylor Krause. With 2 points, Katie Forster. Haley Romo. With 3, Haley Odell. And with 2, Mary Beth Bray.
Welcome back to South Kitsap High School Gymnasium and West Sound TV's presentation of high school basketball. We've got a good one down here as we get ready to begin the third period. I'm the Dr. Parr, Kitty Campagna from West Sound TV, and Spencer Anderson doing the camera work, streaming it live on the kitsapsun.com/basketball. And CK Kitty gets the inbound, but they're down by 5, 18-13.
They haven't seen that a whole lot this year, so this is a good learning experience for the Kitsap team.
Now
I can't say Kitsap. I have to say Central Kitsap, don't I?
C or S. Black or white, actually.
Exactly.
And a long outside three. Count that one. And Central Kitsap coming right back into the game. That's Carly Bergsma.
Carly, one of the seniors on this team.
And here's that CK full court pressure. South Kitsap gets it down court, but barely controls the ball. Mary Beth Bray kept it alive for the Wolves.
Yeah, she threw it to Brianna Schaefer, and Schaefer did a nice job of catching a bullet.
Oh, there's another one. That one's worth 2.
That's Haley Romo, who sat most of that first half once she got 3 quick fouls. Up to 5 points already.
4-point lead for our SK 2016 as we begin the third period. Cougars drive in. Good block that time by Schaefer, and she'll bring it across half court. Get fouled by Taylor Kraus.
That's a fair call. She put her hands in there, did keep the breakaway from happening, and I think that's just her first foul. Gabrielle Stewart had 9 points in that first half, leading all scorers.
Romo brings it in for the Wolves over to Stewart. Romo back to Mary Beth. Oh, shot is off, and it's going to stay with South Kitsap.
I was going to be amazed if he called that a
Took a moment or two there.
Cougar ball, because that's all that was there to knock it out.
Mary Beth Bray. And it goes up and comes back down through the hoop.
That one's good for 2.
6-point lead for the Wolves.
Boy, a lot more scoring than happened that whole first half, it seemed like.
Garjewel. Natty White will drive the glass. Shots off, and the rebound by Mary Beth Bray. She'll cross midcourt. Romo. And Romo gets fouled out by midcourt. No need to do that.
No, I think White knows that. She'd done a nice job of
Forcing the pass.
Yeah,
Forcing her to get rid of it.
having to go out there that deep, and just a little over anxious on that. Her shots haven't been going down a whole lot, and sometimes then you get frustrated on the defense as well. Although Maddie leads CK with 6 points.
Stewart with it. Sends it back to Haley Romo. There's some tough work going on down low there between Yurgo and Thorson.
Thorson going down. Oh,
And South Kitsap with the takeaway.
Not 100% sure who that pass was going to, but South did a nice job of keeping Central Kitsap out of the lanes. Stewart from forever.
Shot is off, and the takeaway. South had that on the rebound. Taylor Krause doing a nice job on the takeaway.
Poor Thorson. She's in there with the trees, and they are trying to make her shoot.
She decided to kick it back out.
Not a bad idea. I can't blame her.
Might have just taken it on in if I were Carly Bergsma on that first drive. She almost had a step there, and I think she would have gotten at least to the free throw line.
Probably. Sometimes it's a health issue that you like to live, so I can't really blame them sometimes. There's some strength out there on South Kitsap.
Well, we got an early timeout. 4 minutes, 54 seconds left to go in the third period. The Wolves up 22-16 over the Central Kitsap Cougars.
Wolves came out fighting this second half, playing extremely quick, taking some quick shots. You know, that is the thing you see on that side. They, as soon as they see something that is open, that is a good shot for most of them, and nothing wrong with that, especially with the people they have who are rebounding. They've been getting second and third opportunities.
Offensive rebounding, always a big part of the game, and we have not seen a whole lot of it in a few of the first couple of games we did.
No, that's been real true. So, we've always talked about how important that is.
Of course, the Olympic High boys now got the two twins
The
there.
Johnsons.
The Johnsons, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually twins
No,
because we
but
came
they're
up with different
twin
years.
towers.
Boy, are they ever.
Coach Heff, I think, liking that.
He's having fun with some height. Saw where it was Michaela McInnes who was one of their high scorers the other night. So they have a little bit of everything, which is always nice.
And next week we'll have a double header. It'll be girls and boys as the Kingston Buccaneers host the North Kitsap Vikings. And there's another pretty strong team, a North Kitsap boys team.
Schaefer makes the second one. That's her first point of the night. Taylor Krause has 5 points this evening. Maddie White's going to go ahead and drive.
And it'll count.
Maybe that's what Coach said. Just keep driving.
And, of course, that allows them to set up that full court pressure.
It does. Nice passing.
Yeah, South Kitsap did a nice job of breaking it. Uh-oh, there's the takeaway almost, but Mary Beth Bray doing a nice hustle job over to Stewart, and Stewart for 3. Did she even set for that shot?
She doesn't. she has a quick release and loves that shot. She has ever with 12 points.
26-18. Lead for the South Kitsap Wolves. And off the iron and in for Carly Bergsma.
Carly with 5 points all this half. Keeping CK in this.
Oh, good knockaway by Carly to get the ball loose. CK will bring it back.
Defense making offense.
Oh, boy, almost the takeaway.
Oh, notice Romo just finally pulled away because she knew she didn't want that that fourth foul.
Krause will drive the paint, and she'll go up to the free throw line. Taylor Krause, a junior. That's going to be 2, Mary Beth Bray.
That's that no fear offense.
Off the front iron.
Krause is the type who will, if she had the opportunity, she would be practicing free throws after the game. Just a hard worker, always playing.
That one's nothing but net. Central Kitsap trying to stay in this game. 26-21, down by 5. Bray with it.
Dangerous full court pass, but works out okay.
Stewart. Is she going to do the pro link 3?
She might.
Oh, counted. Foot was on the line. It's worth 2, but a good-looking shot for Kaylee Yurgo.
Bergsma looking at it again. Krause going to go ahead and take it in. Back out. Got to be ready for a bullet coming at you.
Oh, nice drive. Won't go down, though, and the rebound pulled down by South Kitsap. That was Odell that got it.
Boy, that was nice job on the outlet.
That front line of South Kitsap has got some size. Odell, Yurgo out there.
Bergsma, nice rebound by Thorson.
2:30 left to go in the third period.
7-point lead for the Wolves, 28-21. Eleven seconds.
10 seconds. 8. Maddie White drops the shot off. No iron. And shot clock violation. Ball did not hit the iron.
That is correct.
Brianna Shaver back in, and Kaylee Yurgo is going to take a rest. Kaylee's had a good, strong game tonight.
Definitely not going to let Romo have that three. Stewart will take it if you give it to her.
And Odell's turnaround off the side and run down by South Kitsap. They got the hustle point.
That is the difference right now.
Ooh,
With, I
Another
believe, 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, man, and it's a 9-point lead, 30-21 for the South Kitsap Wolves.
I have Stewart with 14, nobody there to help. That was a nice move by Kraus.
Yep, she made a very nice change of direction to put it off the glass. Odell will take it across. She's going in, but going to be knocked out of bounds. South Kitsap, though, will maintain the possession. Plenty of time on the shot clock.
That was nice that Thorson could stay with the one under the basket because she could trust the speed of White to catch up there. Braid looking up.
Should take the shots
Oh, that-
off. Good board by Odell.
Oh, interesting.
And they're going to give her another attempt at the free throw line.
Lady Cougs, number 15, Carly
Almost a 10-point lead here at the almost end of the third quarter.
Rattles out. CK with the board. 50 seconds left to go in the period. Oh,
Pretty.
nice play. Good play by both of the CK players. Taylor Kraus with the assist to Thorson. Oh, good break there by South. They'll pull it back out, go behind the three, give it to Stewart. Her shot's off, and guard Jewel fighting for the board. She's got it and gets it out to Maddie White.
White's got to know she's got plenty of time, and she does.
Kraus.
Bergsma for two.
And Bergsma shot. Carly didn't, I don't think, got ahead of point in the first
She
half.
did not. She has 7 this half.
Oh,
Stewart's
Stewart.
going to take her on.
She's going straight down the gut. Gets her own shot back, but it's the end of the third period. And CK is staying in this game. They're only down by 5, 32-27.
Well, Doc, they were behind by 5 at the halftime, and then it was almost 10 points there. It was 9-point differential, and CK got a couple baskets and brought it right back to where it could be anybody's game here.
8 minutes left to go in regulation. The fourth period here at South Kitsap. Always fun to come down to Port Orchard and South Kitsap High School. We spent a lot of time down here in the early years. The reason Mike Downham and his video production crew is not doing it is because the students are on vacation, as well as Mike
and Matthew Swagger, and a well-deserved one. And they've sent me a schedule, so we'll have to coordinate with them to make sure that we're not doing the same night.
Yep. And I'll tell you this, despite the record, this South Kitsap team looks like they're playing pretty good. Looks like they've got a legitimate shot at going deep into the season.
Well, Doc, they are 5-4 overall, 1-1 in the Narrows. One of those losses to Bellarmine Prep. I think they beat Stadium is how it's gone. And I like the fight in this team. They have a variety of people who can shoot threes, really tough defense, and very tough front court.
That's right. They've got some size and strength in the front court. They've been doing a nice job rebounding.
Right
And
there.
There's another example of that. The offensive rebound goes to Kaylee Yurgo, and she'll put it down.
White thinks about it, but she has a wolf in her face. See,
Oh, they're going to say guard Jewel traveled.
she's come close to doing that a couple times. And if you notice, they're not going out on Katie because she's not proven that she's got a three-point shot. So they're able to double down inside, and nothing is happening inside.
7:24 left to go. Romo over to Bray, back to Stewart.
Excellent cover by Bergsma on that.
Oh, but it'll go in for Gabrielle Stewart. She's a tough player.
She's got 16 points on my book.
Oh, and a takeaway. It's Romo. Romo to Stewart. Kraus knocking it out of bounds, breaking that one up. But good D by the South Kitsap Wolves.
Coach Baxter wants a timeout. She sees a 9-point differential again, and that's a tough thing to come back from when they're not scoring like they can tonight.
Little less than 7 minutes left to go in the game. 6:55 on the clock here in the fourth period. And, 36-27 lead for South Kitsap.
And I think that CK has a 3-1, and that is from Carly Bergsma tonight. But they aren't even, they just aren't getting the open shots because of this excellent Wolf team. As you said, you might look at that record and go, pretty easy, and I think you're thinking wrong.
And I got to just say, one of my favorite CK players for a number of years was Carly Hoisington.
Yes.
And you're going to miss a player like that. She was just such a tough player, especially down in the paint.
Well, we saw her grow so much, and her sister Emily also was an extremely good player who went on to play at the small college level and did a great job. And Carly just didn't have the bulk of, she was tall and she was scrappy.
Very scrappy. Well, 6:55 left to go, and South Kitsap will have the inbound. It'll be Haley Romo.
And remember this CK team without Kelsey Scott with that ACL injury, and they were counting on her for some big minutes and some just big.
And until she hurt herself, she was that first game we did, CK Bainbridge, she was showing what she could do.
Oh, Coach said she was just really coming into herself at that point, so pretty sad. She's a junior, has time to come back yet for next year, but never fun.
South Kitsap with the inbound. Stewart's shot is good. That's worth 2. Man, you need to put somebody in Stewart's face.
They've got to figure out by now that Stewart's going to shoot it, and right now she's making it. So,
and a block by South. Garjul gets it back for CK. And unfortunately a turnover, and the Wolves bringing it down. They're up by 11, 38-27.
Oh, I'm surprised Romo didn't go up quicker with that one.
Yeah, she kind of got Taylor Kraus up in the air. Kraus did a nice job, though, getting back on her defensive stance.
She got some ball on that one.
Yep, she was able to knock it out. South Kitsap bring it in. 17 on the shot clock.
Star Rodenhurst back into the game. One of the things South can do with their height is put some of that height on the outside shooters for CK, and so they can't get off that three-point shot. Nice play by Kaylee Yurgo with the drive.
Kaylee has had a tough, good, hard-fought game tonight. She has been in the rebounding. She's been in the scoring.
Well, she's only got about 3 points. Make that 4 now, but it's where she's been, like you said, Doc, getting the answer.
It's a lot of offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, and she's just played tough inside.
She is 3 of 4 from the line as well, and you love that out of your 6-foot center. 13 points separating these two teams. Might not be what you expected, but I think you better from now on, because this...
Oh, look at that. That's a takeaway. Oh, it was almost a takeaway. South Kitsap's Haley Romo did a very nice job anticipating the pass and knocking it loose, but nobody could get to it, so Central will bring it in.
With 15 seconds on the shot clock, whether or not they're aware of that.
There was no possession.
No change.
Change the shot clock. Oh, good pass. Nice job by Thorson.
To Page. Nice 2 points for Page.
Romo with it. Stewart. Bray back to Stewart. Over to Romo. South Kitsap has done count it. Another 2. South Kitsap has done a very nice job of ball movement.
Watch the crispness in their passes as well. I like that.
Very crisp, very nice, moving it around. Prowse out to Rodenhurst over to inside, and a great block by Brianna Schaefer.
Schaefer has to have 3 or 4 tonight, and she gets rewarded with the 2 at the other end.
Boy, 44-29 with 4:50 left to go in that game. South Kitsap up.
There just aren't enough offensive weapons out there for CK right now.
Yeah, there's one. Taylor Krause gets 2 points. Hey, you know, what did South have in the first quarter? 6, 8?
They had 9.
9, okay. It wasn't a huge number.
No, and they're up to 44 right now.
4:34 left to go in the game, and the Wolves lead 44-31. Well, we want to thank the Kitsap Sun for streaming these high school games to the community, streaming it live over kitsapsun.com/basketball. And of course, we show it in video replay. BKAT, the local community access system in Kitsap County. That's channel 12 on Comcast, channel 3 on Wave. And we've got a doubleheader coming up next week. It'll be North Kitsap up in Kingston, taking on the Buccaneers, and I believe the boys' game is first.
It is at 5 o'clock,
we'll
5:15, and the girls at 7 in theory. But those should be some great contests. Both the boys and the girls doing really well for those schools, and just some new names out there and a lot of fun.
Well, you know, I don't remember that North and Kingston have had many doubleheaders.
No, I think this is something new.
Okay. South and CK used to have last few years have
I know,
the
and
doubleheader.
we're missing that this year, but you know.
Well, it's kind of fun to be over here, though. And
it is kind
just
of
have
fun to
one
come
game.
here.
Of course, we miss Jim when we don't go to CK. But
That's right, always. But Bill Baxter here, the AD,
That's up,
good to
yeah.
see.
South Kitsap with the inbound. There's Bray. She'll kick it out.
Might have been a walk.
Yep,
Yeah, that's a good call.
That's what Dale's going to call.
Coach Hewlett is assisted by Tammy Lester Dame, Tammy Helwig, Chris Olson, and Jeff Riley. And their AD is Ed Santos, doing some nice work with these girls.
Well, we mentioned AD Bill Baxter, a close relative of Coach Denise Baxter. And Denise is assisted by longtime basketball coach Murray Webb. Oh, good hustle down low, but coming out of there is Bray, Teresa Gall, and Regan Whitford.
Nice passes there. Bray looks like she's going to go to the middle, and Rodenhurst says, not my middle.
Yeah, they almost had the takeaway. Maddie White got the hand on the pass, knocked it out. 17 seconds on the shot clock, 3:50 left in the game.
Love those anticipation steals.
Back to Stewart. 12, down to 10.
No reason to hurry, just want to get it off. You got 7 seconds on the shot clock. Now
Romo.
you do have to
Stewart, 3, 2. Her shot goes down, and that's how many has she had in the last 2 or 3 seconds of the shot clock?
Exactly.
Good court awareness.
I have her with 20 points, and everything that she has shot has done. If it's rolled around, it's gone in.
Man,
so that's nice to see.
CK got an offensive board there, which is something they need to get. There's another one. Good job there. Krause keeps it under control. It's got to stay with CK. 23 seconds left on the clock.
Like in the South Kitsap fans who are arguing even with this lead. That's good to see.
Maddie White's shot is off, and she'll get the rebound. Oh, going down to the floor, and she'll get a trip up to the, well, let's see. They're going to, I think, call it before the shot, so it'll be an inbound.
That is only the second foul on the Wolves this half. So here's a huge difference in what they were doing in the first.
That really is. They were into the penalty in the first period.
Correct.
Ball knocked loose, and that's another thing that they've been doing really good on, knocking those passes loose. Krause will drive. She'll get fouled. So that'll be the third team foul.
Well, and if you're watching on these outside passes, the person they're passing to is not coming out deep enough for them, and that's why the Wolves are able to find the lanes that they're passing it in. There you are, deep
White
enough.
to Rodenhurst.
Again,
And Thorson has to fight for it, and they're going to say that it's going to go over to South Kitsap. Your go.
2:38 remaining, 15-point lead for the Wolves, 46-31. Just an all-around good game by the Wolves.
Oh, Stewart once again, and let's give the big assist to Haley Romo.
Great job taking it down the middle, finding the wide open outside shooter.
Well, and that's it. They've got people that are willing to go into the paint. When you move in to guard them, there's Gabriel sitting out there. Ooh,
There's a
long
three for Maddie. That gives her 11 on the night. Only 2 in double figures. Cross has 10.
Under 2 minutes in the game. Stewart. Bray.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Uh-oh, Maddie's down, and she's limping. I hope she's okay. Central Kitsap certainly does not need another injury.
No. Kraus gets it ahead to Rodenhurst.
Very beautiful pass there by Taylor Krause. Rodenhurst was able to finish it.
Kraus and Rodenhurst have been playing together for a long time.
And the drive inside almost worked for Schaefer. They're going to say CK will get it back.
Page mauled a little bit on there.
48-36.
White still out there, fighting through the ankle twist. Some pride here now just to see if they can get it under double digits. Nice closeout by Bray.
It looks like Matt might be okay. Good move by Krause. Oh, it would not go down for Taylor. Fight for the board, and it'll go to South. So under a minute.
Whatever has gone down for Stewart isn't going down for Krause. There's been a couple of those, but Kitsap has just outplayed Central Kitsap tonight.
Man, they've got a good crowd here tonight. Nice drive. That one is off though. Rebound pulled down by Rodenhurst.
I saw that she had 10 rebounds on this last game, and that's why. Whoa! You do get that pass there quickly. But
Krause will go in, her shot's off, and rebound pulled down by Jurgen. You go. Stewart. 18 seconds in the game.
about the same on shot and game clock, so they might as well. Oh, so Odell's going to go ahead and shoot it.
8 seconds. DK will have a shot, an opportunity for the last shot. 4 seconds. Krause will take it. And it's kind of the way it's on for Central Kitsap tonight, off the front of the iron, and at the end of the ball game, the South Kitsap Wolves coming up with a pretty impressive victory, 48-36 over the Central Kitsap Cougars.
Well, Doc, you know, CK was leading after the first 10-9. So got about a 5-point lead going into halftime. Same thing going into the fourth quarter. They had a little bit more hustle the whole night, and as soon as they got above double digits, there was no coming back. You could tell it.
South Kitsap doing a nice job tonight at home, and this is going to be an interesting Narrows League, I think, here between Central and South, and of course you're going to have to put Bellarmine up there. And
Olympia, don't forget them. Well, and Gabriel Stewart, I have her with at least 22 points, and then Haley Romo came back, didn't get a foul the whole second half. She had 7. You have Mary Beth Brave putting some in, Kaylee Yurgo, and then I liked a lot of the play under the basket by Brianna Schaefer. So altogether, a really nice team effort. Central Kitsap missing a few of their people, looking a little bit tired, but you can't throw excuses out there. You still got to play the game.
Well, that's for sure. And as we know, the further you get on into postseason, you're going to have 2 games in a row, maybe 3 or 4 if you're lucky.
If you're lucky, exactly, Doc.
And good.
Yeah. Too true.
Well, we're West Sound TV. Happy to have you with us. Thanks to Spencer Anderson for doing the camera for us tonight and streaming it live. Thanks to the Kitsap Sun for making it possible to stream live on the kitsapsun.com/basketball. And we are West Sound TV. Kitty Campagna on that other microphone, your producer for high school sports. And I'm the doctor, Doc Parse. And stay tuned. We'll see you soon.
Prepzone with 7. Mackenzie Page with 2. Star Rodegers with 2. Tonight's leading scorers for the